Hello and welcome back to In the Kitchen with Matt. I am your host, Matt Taylor. Today, I'm going to show you how to make English muffins. Yummy. I had a request to make a video on English muffins, so here we go. That is what we are going to do. And I'm going to follow that up with a nice little breakfast sandwich, something that's similar to like a McDonald's Egg McMuffin. Really easy to do. If I can do it, you can do it. Let's get started. All right, first let's go ahead and get our yeast started. I have 1/2 cup of water here, and I'm going to add about a little pinch of my sugar. I have 1 tablespoon of sugar here, and then I'm going to add 1.5 teaspoons of active dry yeast. Go ahead and give this a little mix. And I heated the water up in the microwave for about 20 seconds. You want the temperature of the water to be between 105 and 115 degrees. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just let this set here and let the yeast do its thing. It's gonna get all nice and foamy. Now after about 5 to 10 minutes, if the yeast is not all foamy, then you need to start again. Either the water was too hot, not warm enough, or the yeast is old or bad. All right, so I'm just gonna let this sit right here. And then I have a 1/2 cup of milk. And I scalded this in the microwave. Took about 45 seconds, just until the point where it started to bubble. Now I'm gonna add the rest of my tablespoon of sugar to this milk. The reason why you want the milk really hot is it's gonna allow the sugar to dissolve nicely for us. Now we're gonna just let this sit and cool. And then about halfway until the yeast is ready, I'm gonna take my 2 tablespoons of vegetable shortening and I'm gonna melt this in the microwave. I'm gonna start with 20 seconds and go from there until I get this nice and melted. All right, my yeast is ready. Look how nice and foamy it is. I got my melted shortening and I got my milk and sugar ready to go. So now it's time to put the dough together. I'm gonna go ahead and add our yeast mixture. I'm gonna add our milk and sugar, and then add the shortening. And now we're gonna add about 1/2 of our 3 cups of flour. And then with a wooden spoon, let's just go in here and mix. Okay, great. And I'm gonna add 1/2 of what is left here. And then I'm gonna add a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then you keep mixing until the dough starts to pull away from the sides. And then now we need to start to hand knead. And then I'm gonna just go ahead and take the dough out of here. It'll probably be a little bit sticky here. Just add it to the table. And then the rest of my flour, I'm just gonna pour it out right here so I can use it as I'm kneading. And we want to knead for 8 minutes. And so you take your dough, you push down, you fold over, a 1/4 turn, push. And then you add more flour once it starts sticking to you. Okay? This is the basic way to knead. And then if you have a KitchenAid mixer or something like that, go ahead and use that to knead your dough. All right, once you're done kneading, go ahead and put your dough in a greased bowl. I just sprayed this bowl with some canola spray. And then we're gonna go ahead and cover this with a damp towel and let the dough rise for an hour. Once our time is up, go ahead and check the dough. It has risen very nicely. We'll go ahead and punch it down. Take it out. We'll use a little bit of our extra flour that we have. I wound up having about a 1/4 cup of flour left over. It's important not to just throw in all the 3 cups of flour with your dough because you may not need it all. Okay. Now we want to roll this out till it's about 1/2 inch thick. About like that. And then we're gonna go ahead and take a cookie cutter or a or a biscuit cutter. And then on a baking sheet, I'm gonna grab some cornmeal and dust the bottom. We'll take our little rounds, go like that. And I'm gonna take the rest of this dough right here. We'll knead it together. And we'll roll it out. So here you go. And then what you'll do is you'll just take some more cornmeal. You'll just dust the tops. And then I'm gonna go ahead and cover this loosely with some plastic wrap. And we're gonna go ahead and let it rise for 30 more minutes. Once our dough has risen again, we'll go ahead and remove the plastic wrap. Now these are ready to go. Let's take these over to the stovetop and cook them up. All right, now with our stovetop set to medium, I'm gonna go ahead and just give my pan here a good spray with some canola oil. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and cook these up. So you just take one and put it on there. And these will take somewhere between 6 and 10 minutes per side. So it really helps if you have a nice long rectangular skillet like you might use for like pancakes, so you can get a lot of these done at a time. After about 6 minutes, I like to come in and check one. And that actually looks really good. That's how you want it to look, just like that. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the rest of these. And let these cook for another 6-7 minutes. All right, let's go ahead and check this other side. That looks great. Really nice. All right, these are ready to go. Now go ahead and just put these on a plate. And then you can keep them in a warm oven while you cook the rest of them. One thing to point out, if you make a fat one, you certainly can, see that compared to this one, is after cooking both sides, put it in the oven at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for about 5 minutes. Now let's dig into one of these. In order to get the pockets, to see the cool little pockets that are famous for these English muffins, is you want to use a fork. You can cut into these with a knife, but if you do, you won't get the pockets. They'll still taste really good, they'll taste the same. But to get the pockets, take a fork, and we're gonna go ahead and poke into the middle all around. Okay, and then you can come in here and just, we'll pull it apart. And look at that. And now for this copycat McDonald's Egg McMuffin. I'm gonna go ahead and, what I did is I toasted my English muffin, put some butter on it. I'm gonna put some cheese, some bacon, and then put my egg on there. And there we go. All right, our homemade English muffins are done. They turned out amazing. Really easy to do. If I can do it, you can do it. You can serve them however you like. I got a breakfast sandwich here, kind of like a McDonald's Egg McMuffin, a copycat recipe. You can serve them with butter, honey, jelly, whatever you like to do. Go out there and make your own. I'm Matt Taylor. This has been another episode of In the Kitchen with Matt. Thank you for joining me. As always, if you have any questions or comments or requests, put them down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thumbs up, down in the corner, push it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos. Take care. Time for me to dive into this guy. Oh yeah, so excited.